Has this become kind of your second home here?
Yeah, I think so. I get a great turnout every time I box here, and the atmosphere every time I'm in the arena and in the theater especially has been fantastic. So I got to thank all the fans in New York for always coming out and supporting me.
How do you feel? You're a guy that's been on a fast track. Well, not a fast track, but you're a bright prospect in this game. You're going to fight in your second 8-round fight. You only had needed to go 2 rounds in the last one. How do you feel about the progress of your career up to this point?
I feel the progress of my career so far has been where I wanted to be. I feel I'm on the right track and moving steadily at the right pace. Where I feel like I'm where I need to be at the minute.
You don't get paid anymore to go extra rounds, but is there any part of you that hopes you get stretched out a little bit because you're fighting in another 8-round fight?
You don't get paid for overtime, so it does not matter to me. I've prepared for the longer distance, but if it goes short, it goes short.
Not to look too far ahead, but are you excited to be fighting back in Belfast a little bit later in the year?
I'm hugely excited. Belfast is my hometown, and I don't think I've boxed there even as an amateur since around 2011. So for me, that is the big aim for me now. But I'm fully focused on Saturday evening.
Good luck on Saturday, Mike.
Thank you.
Teofimo Lopez, the guy next to me. I feel like I don't need to ask you a question. You're just kind of good to go. You good? You just want to just roll?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Hi everybody. It's a takeover, of course. May 12th. I'm doing what I gotta do, take over. No disrespect to Lomachenko and Linares. Wish you guys nothing but the best, but I'm here to take over the show. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to entertain and just put on a show for everybody. Definitely looking for the knockout. Definitely gonna go for the knockout and get the knockout. And it's just gonna be an exciting fight. After this fight, there's gonna be big plans with Top Rank and everything, and it's just turning out great. Honestly, I'm blessed. I just want to thank God, and I want to thank also Bob Arum, my manager, David McWhorter, and ESPN for putting my skills out there. It's time to change. Change things and just bring back boxing in the sense of excitement. We need that. So having this card right here, with Golden Boy and Top Rank, it's just a blessing and a half. This fight right here, this card is just amazing. So I'm grateful to be here, and I can't wait. Honestly, I can't wait.
You've talked in the past about the importance of being a showman in the ring, of putting on that performance like you just spoke to. How important is that to you, not just to win, but to win in an impressive style?
You have to. I mean, at the end of the day, we're getting paid not to just win or anything like that, but we're getting paid to entertain and perform. We're entertainers at the end of the day. I'm here to perform and just put on a show. So I know I'm going to win the fight. I know every fight that I've been training for, I'm going to win. But it's how you win the fight that determines I want to watch this guy more. And that's what I bring to the table. That's why they're talking so highly about me. And of course, 2017 Yahoo Sports Prospect of the Year. I mean, it shows. So I talk well. I'm not humble in the ring of boxing. I'm not humble in the sport. But outside the ring, it's 2 different people. That's how you got to be. I'm 20 years old. They look at me as a kid, but when I fight there, I'm so mature. It's a whole different side. So it's definitely, I'm just grateful. Like I said, May 12th, Saturday night, you guys are going to see something special, just something different.
I feel like you're lacking some confidence.
Am I? Damn. All right. All right, gotcha.
Carlos Adames, the next guy up here. Your fight coming up. What can you tell us about your opponent and how you're feeling about this fight?
¿Qué nos puedes decirle de tu oponente y cómo te sientes para esta pelea el sábado?
Primeramente, gracias a todos por venir, gracias a todos por la gran oportunidad. Me siento muy bien. Mi rival, sé que es un boxeador mexicano, siempre sabemos que los mexicanos son boxeadores fuertes, es un boxeador que viene a ganar, pero acaba de enfrentarse a un boxeador que no va a perder, un boxeador que va a enfrentarse a todo lo que tenga, a todo lo que venga.
I want to thank everyone for coming here. Thank you to Top Rank for the opportunity. About my opponent, I know he's a Mexican warrior, he comes to fight, but he's going to face a fighter that he's ready for everything, whatever he's going to do in the ring.
So the Dominican population in New York is pretty extensive. Are you expecting much of Washington Heights to come down to watch you fight?
Sabemos de que hay muchos dominicanos en Nueva York. ¿Esperas que la gente de Washington Heights venga a apoyarte la noche del sábado?
Sí, sí, claro. Ellos saben que tienen un dominicano aquí que no es cualquier dominicano. Es el dominicano que vas a poner la bandera en alto, la bandera de nuestro país. Y yo espero que ellos vengan y van a venir, sé que van a venir. Y estaremos aquí para darle una buena demostración este sábado que vamos a tener aquí en esta gran arena y ahí estaremos.
Yes, of course. I'm expecting the support from my people. I'm not any Dominican fighter. I'm the Dominican fighter that's going to put up the Dominican flag very high. And I'm just expecting them to support me.
Thank you, Carlos. Jamel Herring, the former Marine, the U.S. Olympian.
Once Marine, always
I screwed that up. I knew as soon as that word came out of my mouth, I screwed that one up. Good correction, real quick there. Since turning pro, how do you feel like your pro career is going? And what's being a professional boxer like after serving in the Marines?
I still say that boxing is the easy part because of course being a Marine, you go through a lot of difficult things, and especially what I've been through in the 9 years I served in the Marine Corps. But boxing, even through the ups and downs, has always been the fun part because I use my experience in terms of my service, what I've been through. When I'm in the gym having a tough time, even in the ring when I'm having a tough time, I always say, I always look back to like what I've been through in the past from tour deployments, losing friends out there as well. And I just think I've been through worse, so this is the fun part. You can get through this. So that's how I look at my career. Even now, I'm still having fun. I'm enjoying it, and even now that I'm with Ty Ring, I feel like I have a fresh, new, great start. I'm just looking forward to getting back in the ring.
The kind of shape you have to be in the Marines. I mean, it prepares you pretty well, I would imagine, to be a professional boxer.
Oh yeah, I love training. I love training. Especially I train out there with Colorado Springs. I was Shakur Stevenson, Michaela. Of course I got a new team with Brian Bowman McIntyre, Red Spikes, Saul Dieguez, and especially Bud Crawford. We just put in a lot of hard work out there. But training to me is nothing new. It's just basically how you prepare yourself mentally more than anything physically.
I hate training.
Yeah, I love it, man.
What do you, Jamel, what do you hope 2018 looks like for you? What do you hope for the rest of this year?
I just want to have a busy year, and that's the reason why I chose to look forward to work with Top Rank because they've been doing a lot of great things, especially with the ESPN platform. They have the dates, and I just want to just stay busy and of course get to that title. But like I said, it all starts Saturday, so I got to handle business first there.
Those are also some tremendous headphones you're wearing.
Oh yeah, shout out to J-Lab Audio. Everybody knows me. I do a lot of sponsoring, so shout out to J-Lab, shout out to PG Sports.
Moving on to the main events. Oh, sorry, I read my fault. What's on the list there? First time, Your thoughts on...
He was quiet.
I know, he was very quiet. Your thoughts on being here, being involved in this event?
Lo que debes decir sobre lo que piensas de este evento y estar aquí en esta cartelera.
Buenas tardes. Pues primero que nada, es una buena oportunidad para mí. Es un gran evento, es un gran evento en el que me pusieron y quiero agradecerle a todos, a la empresa que hizo posible la inclusión. Y pues nada, que vengo muy bien preparado para todo, para lo que sea.
First of all, this is a great opportunity for me. This is a great card, and I'm ready for whoever comes and whatever he brings.
For people that aren't familiar with your style of fighting, how would you describe it?
Para las personas que no saben tu estilo de pelea, ¿cómo te describirías como peleador?
Pues muchos dicen que como un boxeador mexicano, que para adelante, pero creo que traigo otra estrategia, vengo a boxear, a lo que vaya marcando en el ring, lo que se vaya dando es como voy trabajando.
Many people think that I'm just a Mexican boxer that just comes forward, but I also have another strategy, and it depends what the opponent brings in the ring.
All right, thank you, Alejandro. Good luck on Saturday. The main event is one of the most anticipated fights in all of boxing. You have two of the best 135-pounders in the world, two guys that are elite in everything they possibly do. Vasily Lomachenko is, pound for pound, arguably the best fighter in the world today. He's been moving up and down in weight classes, taking on all comers, and he'll have one of his tougher tests to date in Jorge Linares, who stepped up to this challenge and embraced it. I'll start with Lomachenko. If you could just, I asked Bob at the beginning of this about how tough it is to get guys to fight you. You've always, from day one, been looking to take the toughest challenges. Has it been tough to find guys that want to step in to face you?
Я спросил у Боба, что трудно найти тебе соперников, которые будут достойны боксировать в ринге. Я думаю, что трудно для тебя найти соперников.
Всем привет! Да, я хотел бы сказать огромное спасибо Богу и промоутерской своей компании Top Rank за то, что организовали мне этот бой. Это будет интересный бой, это будет захватывающий бой. И спасибо Линаресу за то, что согласился драться и решить, кто из нас сильнее.
Yes, so first of all, I wanted to thank Bob. I wanted to thank Top Rank for organizing this bout. I wanted to thank Linares for taking this challenge. And Saturday night, we're just going to be putting in a ring a good bout, and we're going to find out who's the best.
This is another challenge for you in the sense that you're coming up in weight. How has the training been at this weight? How do you feel your strength, your power is going to carry at 135?
Как у тебя прошла подготовка, ты поднимаешься в весе, как ты видишь, ты принесешь силу, ударную силу.
Тренировки прошли хорошо, подготовка прошла замечательно, самое главное, без травм. Как пройдет бой, как пройдет он, я думаю, Всевышнему известно, поэтому будет день, будет бой, после боя посмотрим.
The training went very well. Thanks God, without any injuries, everything went very good. Preparation went great. The way it's about gonna go, who knows? It's a boxing, so it's gonna be a day, gonna be a fight, and after that, we're gonna see.
I hear you're working on your English. How's that coming along?
Pretty good.
Yes.
Bob, you've been very high on Lomachenko from day one. He is moving up in weight. How do you feel about him taking on this challenge?
Well, it's a challenge, but that's what makes a fighter one of the old-time greats. Challenges. He was great at 126. He devastated everybody at 130. Now he's moving up to 135. And people say, is this a bridge too far? He and his father, who's a great trainer, says, no, it's not a bridge too far. Now we're going to see on Saturday. But that's what boxing is all about. If there isn't any challenges, if there isn't any obstacles, who the hell wants to watch it?
Jorge, you're stepping in to face a tough opponent here. When you were offered this fight, how quickly did you accept it?
Desde un principio sabía que se iba a dar la pelea porque confiaba en la promotora, confiaba en Golden Boy, confiaba en Taken Promotion, confiaba también en Top Rank. Tanto como Lomachenko como yo queríamos la pelea y sabía que se iba a dar tarde o temprano. Estaba preparándome para esto. Venimos trabajando desde hace mucho tiempo para conseguir esta pelea y ya se dio.
I was very confident from day one because this is a fight that I've been wanting. I've been working hard for the last few fights, preparing for this fight. I knew Lomachenko wanted it, I wanted it, so I was very confident that Golden Boy, Taken, and Top Rank would get it done.
In what ways have you prepared in the last few fights for a fight like this?
Mira, primero que nada Dios es grande y me puso dos rivales zurdos al principio y eso para mí fue una ventaja grande porque sabíamos que íbamos a pelear con un boxeador élite muy pronto en ese entonces y se dio la pelea con Lomachenko y veníamos trabajando psicológicamente para eso y agradecido con Dios, agradecido con toda la promotora, agradecido con ESPN también, con vos por darme la oportunidad con la gente de Lomachenko, porque se hizo realidad la pelea y nada más estamos ya 2 días de la gran pelea.
God is great. God is great. The last 2 opponents I faced were southpaws, purposely, as I was preparing psychologically and physically to fight Vasily Lomachenko. I've had him on my radar. And look, now I want to thank everybody. I want to thank ESPN. I want to thank the promoters, Bob, Lomachenko's team for coming up and taking the challenge. We're 2 days away. We're there.
You've obviously been thinking about Lomachenko then for a long time. What is it about your style that makes you think you'll be more effective against him than some of his other opponents have?
Es un boxeador élite, es un boxeador que es libra por libra, es respetable, ha tenido una carrera excelente en amateur, olímpico 2 veces, ahora pues está agarrando cada vez más experiencia como profesional, pero si él perdió, yo perdí, si él se levantó y ganó y yo también me he levantado y me he ganado, ya he hecho ya 6 defensas en mis títulos. Tiene sus virtudes, tiene su ventaja como su desventaja, como cualquier otro boxeador, tiene 2 manos como 2 piernas, es rápido, yo también, y creo que la pelea se va a poner cada vez más interesante a medida que vaya pasando los rounds.
Look, he's an elite fighter. He's a tremendous fighter, had a tremendous amateur career. And he's gaining every fight, he's gaining professional experience. But he's been beat. He knows how to get up and after defeat. So do I. I've been defeated and I've been back up. I'm on my 6th defense. This fight is the best fighting the best. And we're gonna show. I believe and trust me when I say this, the fight's gonna get more intense as the rounds go by.
Robert, I'd put the same kind of question to you. What do you think Linares' greatest strength in this fight, greatest asset in this fight is going to be?
Look, we have, from when we started talking, personally, when we started talking about this fight, it had all the makings of what he wanted. I want to fight the best fight out there. Go get me the best fight. That's the best fight out there. You guys have said it unanimously. We believe it. There's no confusion here. We know he is one of the best fighters in the world. What gives me the confidence of Jorge Linares is he's been through hell and back. He's been at the highest plateau of boxing. He's a world champion, 3-division world champion, and he's been to the bottom. He didn't like it. That's where all the hard work that he's put in the last 13 fights, going to the UK against some of the best boxing fans in the world, where we had maybe 3 fans on our side. Maybe we saw 1 flag from Venezuela. And gaining those fans who are now his fans. That's what gets you through these fights. He's been through hell and back. Come Saturday night, yes, everybody says Jorge has not fought a fighter like Vasily Lomachenko. This is his biggest challenge, his best opponent. That's correct. But Lomachenko has not fought a fighter like Jorge Linares. That's why this fight is special, and this is a fight nobody wants to miss. It's going to be a great night, and the fans are going to win.
Best against the best. You can't ask for much more than that. Before we wrap up, Bob, any final thoughts?
No, I echo, for once, I echo what I
All right.
No, one more. Lomachenko, Linares time, the king. Lomachenko, that's because no more. After Saturday night, it'll be Jorge Linares that we'll be talking about.
Shots fired.
Well, again, tickets are still available, starting just $56 available at Ticketmaster.com, the MSG box office. All the undercard bouts are on ESPN+. Doors open at 4. The first bell is at 4:30 Eastern. The ESPN telecast begins at 8. The weigh-in is tomorrow, 4 o'clock. Open to the public in the main arena. Thank you.
Wait that long?
That's a bit long. I think I'll take a picture. Let's pose for photos here, and thank you, everybody.
Thank you guys for coming. We love you.
No.
Loma over here, Loma. Tuyo, Jorge, tuyo.